Now, we'll start with Te Pāti Māori. Thoughts, feelings, Dave? I mean, it's not...
A big sigh.
I know, well, you do this whenever I ask you about any politician.
Yeah, it's, you know, I mean, I'm friends with all of them. And
Yeah.
it's, you know, I really went hard with them on the last election, which actually cost me a lot of support because most of our money comes from rich white people. So you know, it cost me a bit of support there. But I believed in a lot of what they were saying. But, you know, like a lot of supporters, I feel really let down.
Were the rich
them.
white people right?
That's maybe on your podcast. Yeah, I feel really let down, and I when I watch them, it reminds me of my boxing days when, you know, I wasn't a very good boxer, so I had to turn up to these press conferences, throw chairs and cause fights and talk about myself in the third person, and it was a performance to make the news.
Yeah.
You know, I knew Joe Parker's the main event, so if I wanted to get on the news, I had to do stupid stuff, and that's what this reminds me of. And it's I feel really let down by them, and hopefully they can get their stuff together.
And the problem is that showmen like that don't win fights.
Yeah, well, you know, my last fight, I woke up in the ring and think, geez, there's got to be an easier way to raise awareness.
No, exactly. And I think a lot of Te Pāti Māori MPs will be doing the same thing.
Oh, man,
Totally. It's, I agree with you. It's disappointing. I mean, all of the support that everyone showed them during 2023, and then all of the support with the by-election as well. I mean, it did look like there was some good green shoots growing for next year for Te Pāti Māori. I spoke to Debbie Naurua-Paka on the podcast, and it was really nice having a good chat with her. And she
Hang
even
on a minute.
said,
What? You got Debbie on the podcast?
"Oh, a couple of months ago."
Brian's been trying, obviously.
Oh, we have been trying.
Oh no, but like, it was good. Even she said, she's like, it's good to sit down with someone for 20 minutes and actually talk through the issues and stuff, and not do the big chair throwing and not do the big moments for TV and stuff.
No, we would have better luck getting, I don't know, the Pope on.
I'm going to ring her again. I'm going to try and get her on just to show you up.
Oh, please do, please do. It would be great if anyone had her on, frankly. All right, let's move on to talk about something else. Gold mining. Now, from my just, rudimentary perspective, if we're going to get something out of the earth that sort of belongs to New Zealand, or if you're going to use a national park for a tourism venture or whatever, then you've got to pay a bit extra, and the extra should be worth the while, in my view. Is 1% or even 2% royalty on gold good enough, you reckon, Dave?
Oh, look, it's a disgrace. I heard you talking about this earlier. I mean, how have they let this happen?
Yeah.
It's like only half of what it's like going back, to old, agreements. It's like people taking our water for free, which they do.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't understand. Again, this government, they'll fast track anything. Like, why can't they get this sorted?
Yeah.
Fast track this. It's an absolute disgrace.
And even at the new rates, they should be more than that anyway, I reckon. The royalties, that is. What did you make of this story?
As soon as I read it, I was like, well, rich people are going to get rich. Like, this is how rich people stay rich and then make more money. Do you know what I mean? They know these intricacies of the law. There's somebody out there, I always think of somebody rubbing his hands together and twirling his moustache, being like, grandfathered laws to get gold in New Zealand. Let's go there. Like, it's just, people know this, and no, 2% isn't going to be more. That's 2013 prices. Like, we're now in nearly 2026. And we definitely need more.
Yeah, I reckon too. Now, the ANZ profit, do we hate the banks? Do we think? Because the problem with this story is that depending on who you ask, you get a different answer on whether this is reasonable profit or whether this is unreasonable profit. And even independent people that you ask, I've got independent people in one camp and I've got independent people in another. So it's kind of like choose your own adventure on this one, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for making money, like let's encourage people to be successful, but I'd like to know, what are they actually giving back? They should be made to set up a foundation and give back to charities and groups in New Zealand that are, how can they make this kind of money? Yet we're in a massive cost of living crisis. Walk outside now, you'll see homeless people everywhere. It's again, We're using this word a lot. It's a disgrace.
Everything's disgraceful.
It's disgraceful.
They do give a lot of money.
That's my tagline.
To be fair, they do give a lot of money away.
To what?
Well, like netball.
No, but so they get that.
Sponsor the netball?
That's like they put their name, so it's out, and that's sponsorship.
That's branding. Right.
They need to come down into the food banks, onto the. I remember a bank. I will say it's Westpac. They came to our food bank, right, and they packed some parcels, and I was expecting, oh geez, they're going to leave a donation. They didn't, right? And then at the same time, so they put all the photos into their newsletter. It was a great feel-good social, giving back. Look at what we're doing. The next year, the same date, they asked me, can we do this again? And I said, yep, that experience will cost you $10,000. Which is a lunch to them.
Yeah,
which is a lunch. And I said, well, we'll have to get back to you. Never heard from them again.
No way.
Get out of here.
These guys make so much money, and they're going to come and take photos to feel good, put their names on sporting things, on buildings, all sorts of stuff. Come down to the ground and give back.
Some like charity porn tour that they're on.
Poverty porn.
Poverty porn.
Look at these poor brown people. These poor people.
Let's pack a box with them.
Let's bring some cans that have been in the back of our cupboards for years, and let's feel good and give it to them.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
And you should be happy. You should be happy for it.
Yeah. Do you know what this is? This is disgraceful.
This is a disgrace.
This is an absolute disgrace. All right, finally, ChatGPT. We've got about a minute. We can go into news. It doesn't matter. ChatGPT. So there is an article published in The Guardian. It mentions a woman whose fiancé, Chelsea, organises the wedding and then reveals that he used ChatGPT to plan the whole thing. And this is giving her what they call the ick, which is a bit, it's a bit gross. Can't you think for yourself, especially if it's something like a wedding? Do you have a problem with that?
I have a problem getting a date in the first place, so it doesn't matter if he's using ChatGPT to find the restaurant or not.
ChatGPT where the single guys hang out.
Yeah, maybe I should. I do not understand that. That's being picky to the nth degree, isn't it?
Yeah,
nothing wrong with it. Sometimes if I get a question, Katie will email about a topic. I go, what the heck is this? ChatGPT. What would Dave Letele think about this?
And he would think it's a disgrace.
He would think it's a disgrace.
Okay, to finish, what do we think of Chelsea not being able to get a date? It's a disgrace. Thank you, guys. Chelsea Daniels from The Front Page and Dave Letele from BBM Motivation. 10 grand for a photo op.